Is that our intro?
That's our intro.
Yay! Alright.
I got a better one.
We're drinking water ASMR.
Jack drinking water ASMR. Another EGAD's garage. Wait,
Yeah.
who's in this one? Oh, we got
Look
Luigi, Peach, Daisy, and...
Ooh, it's the ghost. We should talk about the World Wildlife Fund.
Talk about it.
For those who are tuning in, Australia has been going through a lot of tragic wildfires. And that actually has left a really damaging impact on all the wildlife, on everyone involved in all the habitats. It's just been really, like, terrible. So, what we're doing is, the World Wildlife Fund is working to provide direct relief for everyone, all the animals affected by this, all the habitats, all the people who were like also like affected by this, and you can help them. Go to the stream description, clicking the panel for the World Wildlife Fund, and donating to our Tiltify campaign. Every donation counts, so please help us. You know.
Favorite Disney movie?
Okay, probably Zootopia actually.
Really?
Yeah, like it's not a perfect movie, but I do really like the amount of like the creative stuff for the world they do. They like have all these like different like areas of the city. The way they like, I actually am a fan of the way they do the whole like predator versus prey conflict in that movie. They handle it very respectfully. I think the one thing I don't like about the movie is the twist villain. She was kind of lame, but other than that, like. It's a good movie. I like it. I guess another one would definitely be, as mentioned before, Lilo and Stitch. Lilo and Stitch. I just love, like, everything about the movie.
My top, at least like 5 favorite Disney movies. Top number 1, Lilo and Stitch. It's a great story. Great story about family. And a lot of people
Ohana means family.
And Ohana means no one gets left behind.
I love how they like build on family in that movie.
The establishment of family and just that concept is just a great thing, and the way they do that with the aliens and just like
oh yeah, definitely
the unique and cuteness of each one, along with the TV show.
Thank you for tuning back in, Adam. We were talking a lot about Pokemon, and now we're talking about Disney
We
movies.
talked a lot about Adam. You need to, no. Adam, you need to rewind.
Jack
Biblical
went off.
I went so off about Pokemon. My number 1 was Lilo and Stitch.
Yes.
My number 2, so many people hate this movie, is Treasure Planet. Treasure Planet was one of the best animated movies. I think it was towards the end.
I have never actually watched Treasure Planet.
It's a really good Disney movie.
Ooh, okay.
And so many people give it hate because it wasn't good financially, but the movie was great. And the reason why it flopped financially is because Disney made it flop financially.
Interesting. Tell me, how did they make it flop? Because I actually don't know a lot about Treasure Planet.
The people who made Treasure Planet also made one of the best I feel like they made Wreck-It Ralph as well.
Yeah.
It's like a pair of guys. They directed Hercules. They also, I think they directed Pocahontas. Or one of them. So they directed their first movie, and they're like, oh, we want to do our Treasure Island in space movie now. And then Disney was
Adam's calling us.
Oh, we got a call.
Put him on speaker. Adam, you're on stream. Don't swear.
How are we all doing?
We're doing fine.
I love the people.
We all love people.
He interrupted my talk.
I'm studying genetics.
Genetics.
Ooh.
Yes.
How is that going?
What I love about genetics is that it's such a crapshoot. Like, you can predict, like, oh yeah, you have a 1/2 chance of rolling for a kid with black hair and gray eyes, but like, what do we know? Like,
it's like Mario
it can
Party.
literally go both ways. It's literally the science equivalent to Mario Party.
Anything else?
I've been listening to Led Zeppelin in the background.
Oh,
Very nice.
sweet.
Very nice. Any good
Yeah,
songs
good
going
band.
for Led Zeppelin yet?
What?
What was your favorite song?
What would you recommend to us?
Yeah.
Put on Moby Dick. That's what I was listening to.
Okay, Moby Dick.
Moby Dick.
No, don't use it in that context.
What if I played it?
We
What
might
if I
have
played
to
it?
censor that.
What if I played it through my phone into the mic?
It sounds like trash, but okay.
Yeah,
Let's
sure.
do it.
You can
I'm about
try.
it. I'm about it.
Okay.
Give me a sec.
I can't make out any of the songs right now.
Me neither.
I mean, we can actually, we might be able to play the song during stream intermissions.
We will play this song during stream intermission. I can't leave that.
We're not. Set reminder for future Eddie. Monday, play this during the stream intermission. Moby Dick.
Next time.
Alright, well,
Hopefully, maybe it'll be in Bucknell. I have no idea.
you're going to Bucknell for the week?
I'm going to Bucknell for like a merit scholarship thing.
Ah, dude, that's awesome. Nice job.
Hey, we talking about college?
Yeah, we're talking about college.
Yeah.
Yo, hit me up. What did I miss? I couldn't hear that.
Oh, Jack's going to Bucknell for a scholarship.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, for a merit scholarship.
that's
I'm like
sick.
a finalist.
Dude,
Congrats.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Eddie, do you know what we're doing for our English project?
No, I
Hey,
don't.
looking
I
at the
don't know
group
what
chat.
I'm doing with that.
I
I'm
have
working
not.
with 2 kids.
I have not
It's
checked
actually
out.
kind of sick. So let me explain it to the people. So
Okay.
we have a person writing. It's a love poetry project, and we have someone writing a poem. And Eddie and Reagan are supposed to be doing the animation, like an animation for it, and I'm doing the music.
Wait, you guys are writing a poem?
Yes.
I thought you were supposed
yeah,
to
we
adapt it.
I think that can also be like writing a similar poem with similar themes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's
I
an
haven't looked at
option.
the project yet.
I
I wasn't
saw
there
the
when she
video. I
signed
might
it,
just
but
go by
like, I'm
myself.
tagging along. Isn't that kind of sick? Isn't that dope?
Oh,
the fact
fires
that
the
that's
score
like,
2-4.
like we're in a situation where we're just playing to our strengths.
This like gave me like a death strap, and I was
I
like,
can't say the names on stream.
damn it!
We have to be nice to future me.
I know.
No,
Fine.
but
But
the
honestly,
thing is,
like,
No one's
the
going
thing
to
about-
hunt us down.
the thing about let's call her Jen. The thing about Jen is that she's actually more famous on the internet than we are.
Exactly. Like she's a freaking book fairy.
I guess.
Yeah, she's a
No,
book fairy, and she's a
I
published
know.
author.
Still, like,
Yeah, she's
I feel
about to
like
be published
if
too,
they-
so it doesn't matter.
like, I don't know, they could hunt us down using that information, though. But
Like,
no one's
hunting-
going to
hunting
hunt us
us
down.
There's a lot of
but,
book
like-
fairies around here. To be fair, I think we're all on our Instagram at this point, except maybe me and Eddie. Put me as close to the mic as you can.
You are as close as the
You
mic
are
as
very close to the
you are-
mic right now.
You are
Let
right.
us know in the comments if you're pro or anti-orange.
How many times are you going to make that joke?
Like, I'm gonna milk that joke dry.
You're going to milk it dry. Let us know in the comments if you're pro
Hey
or
guys,
anti
welcome back to my vlog.
milking a
The
joke
first person
dry.
to die of citric acid poisoning gets $1 million.
Gonna, like,
I kind of want to go back on my rant about Disney movies.
yeah, let's continue that. Alright.
Okay.
Where
so,
were we?
So my first favorite is Lilo and Stitch. My second favorite is Treasure Planet. Disney wanted it to fail, and so the 2 directors who made Treasure Planet also directed Hercules and another movie before that. I'm not sure it was Mulan or Pocahontas, but it was one of those 2. So after they finished one of those 2, they were like, they went to Disney and they're like, okay, we want to do this Treasure Island in space movie. And Disney was like, okay, cool, but we want you to do this Hercules movie. Like, you do this, and then we'll let you do that. No, it was the first time. So they did a movie before, like Pocahontas and that, and they're like, okay, so you're gonna do this movie, and then we'll let you do Treasure Planet. And then they're like, oh no, you gotta do Hercules first. Like, you gotta do that first. And they're like, oh, fine. So they do Hercules, and they're like, okay, now we'll let you do Treasure Planet. Like, it happened a few times. Like, it was like a lot of times this happened.
Oh.
No, I'm pretty sure it was like 3. And when they started working
So
on
it's
it,
just like
it was
the
really expensive because it combined CG animation,
Yeah. With 2D animation?
with 2D animation and cell shading. So when you watch the movie, it's very complex.
yeah.
It's layers
That's a
on
lot
layers and
fun.
layers of animation.
Oh, Adam hung up.
He
Alright.
hung up, thank God. It was really expensive, and then Disney was like, this movie fit, and they're like, oh, don't worry, it's gonna raise this back up. So Disney releases it the same weekend as Santa Claus 2, which is also another Disney property,
Really?
and Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. They doomed the movie to fail. The movie's a great movie. It's such a good movie. Beautifully animated, beautiful story, but they pinned it against a sequel to another good franchise, the Christmas franchise, and along with Chamber of Secrets, and that just made it fall in the box office.
That is going to be fierce competition, yeah.
So then, my third favorite is Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh, okay.
Hunchback of Notre Dame, beautiful score, and honestly, if you're talking about Disney movies that need to be remade into live action, that is one. That is one that needs to be remade into live action because you could do so many things with that movie.
I love Frollo.
Frollo is just such a good character. I worked
the
at.
hands down best Disney villain.
She's about a whole other song about how we can.
Yeah, Hellfire.
Hellfire is such a great song. You get a little too deep into it, and you're like, Still a good song, but the metaphors in there pretty weird. So here's the thing: Hunchback's based off the book of Hunchback of Notre Dame, made by Victor Hugo. And in the book, like it's like okay, so Frollo's this character, and his brother is the dad of Quasimodo, and he's taking care of it because like it's it's basically his nephew.
Yeah.
And he has to take care of him. Like he's the only family he has left after his brother dies of like AIDS. And like it's such a good movie. It's such a good book. But then it translates to the movie kind of poorly. And the singing's there. But like if you have better vocals, then it's better. And here's also the other thing. They made the show into a play, a musical. And for some reason, it didn't go on Broadway, which is very odd. Very odd. Like you don't. Like, that was probably like one of the only adaptations from a Disney classic that didn't get put on Broadway. It went on to, I think it was like the White something Playhouse or the White Mill Windmill Playhouse or something like that. And the story, it takes both elements from the darker elements from the original Victor Hugo story, and the lighter elements from the movie, and it makes it a whole entire new story, and it's just great.
Wait, that's actually really cool.
The ending of the play is resembling the ending of the book. Reminder, I'm not spoiling anything. The musical's been out for a good almost half a decade, or probably longer. So, Esmeralda dies. Esmeralda is dead, and out of rage, Quasimodo kills Frollo, throws him off the building, and he looks down at them and he's like, the two things I've ever loved, gone. Like, they're both gone.
Oh, wow.
So he's like, okay, like, Frollo, you're gonna burn. Frollo's burning on top of Notre Dame, and he takes Esmeralda in his arms, and he carries Esmeralda down to the crypt, he puts her in, and then he goes in there with her. He dies in the crypt.
Oh, whoa.
And the ending of the musical is him reciting these last few lines from the book, and he's like years later they find this skeleton with a arched back clutching the skeleton of Esmeralda, and they try to take them apart, and he's like blasts beyond, and they just turn the dust.
Oh.
It just breaks. It's just like, it's just very sad.
That is very sad.
And that's why I feel like it should be, that's one of the few Disney movies that should be remade into live action, just because there's so much you can do with that story. And taking the credit, the Frollo character is not a judge who just hates gypsies altogether. He's the minister of Notre Dame.
Yeah. Whoa, 10-10. That's it. Oh my gosh.
Frollo is the minister at Notre Dame in the book and also in the musical, but it's also in the movie he's the judge. Yeah. He's Judge Claude Frollo, and he's more of like an evil presence. In the musical, in the book, you kind of see both sides of him, and it's just like, okay, yeah, he's presence. He kind of hates Quasimodo, but he has to care for him. He's his only living relative.
Oh yeah.
It's like all this stuff. And then he gets into like the romanticism between Esmeralda, and he's like, I have this like dying hellfire for you. Like he's like, it burns like fire. Like I need you. I can save you. Like I tried to save my brother, but it didn't work. It works like very well for that character.
I think that's part of the reason why like Frollo is like one of my favorite villains.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Fourth favorite.
Fourth favorite Disney movie is Nightmare Before Christmas.
Ooh,
Nightmare Before Christmas is a great movie, not just because like it's stop motion, but also just because it's like it's very well done. It's the story, the songs, they're all great. You get into this and like each character, the character design for each Halloween character is just great. The songs are great. Done. My fifth favorite Disney movie is Peter Pan, and the reason why it's number 5 is because it's first of all, it's really old, and it does hold up. I really like it a lot, and all the Peter Pan characters are definitely my favorite. You got Smeagol, Hook, Peter Pan, TikTok Croc, definitely 4 of my top favorite Disney characters. So Peter Pan, definitely like, it's one of the Disney classics. It's one of the first ones that he made. I think it's like probably like number 7, I think. Before Alice, and I think it was after Pinocchio. I think that's where it kind of falls in the timeline. But it's just so great. It's great. So that's my top 5 Disney list. If you're tuning in, this is the list. Number 1 is Lilo and Stitch. Number 2 is Treasure Planet. Number 3 is Hunchback of Notre Dame. Number 4 is Nightmare Before Christmas, and number 5 is Peter Pan.
Wow, that was like that took a. I am impressed with how like.
No, and honestly,
about,
we
like,
would have got there quicker if Adam didn't call.
I guess
We would have got there so much quicker.
I actually love witnessing that. It's just so funny, just so stupid. Contestant number 1. Ooh. Contestant number 2.
I just have to say, Eddie, these games are very, very fun.
Thank you.
I mean, just watching. Yes, it's fun to have something playing in the background.
Oh my gosh! Whoa! This is big.
Whoa!
Yeah. Speaking of the game being very fun, this is actually going to shift things a lot. Look at that. Jay-Z just went from first to last in that single turn.
Is that a blue mug?
Oh yeah.
Where did you get that?
Okay, so one day we went to me and my family. We went to New York, and we saw.
Oh, you went to the Nintendo store?
Yeah, we before that we saw Beetlejuice on Broadway. Now,
Oh, you saw Beetlejuice?
Yeah, it was a very good like.
Oh
it was a very
man,
fun,
I've been wanting to
musical.
see Beetlejuice for so long.
Dude,
my parents are not big Beetlejuice fans. Like,
I really enjoyed everything in that like play, and then after that I started reading. So I was like, wow, let's go to the Nintendo store. I was kind of struggling to find out like what to buy, and like I saw like I was looking at all these cool T-shirts, and there were some really cool ones. But then I saw like this Boo mug, and like
You
I
were
will
just
say
like,
it right
I'm
now,
getting it.
Boo. I'm a Boo boy. Like I.
yeah, big boy.
Yeah, like I love Boo. Like I think he's my favorite Mario character. I'm not going to actually root for him in this tournament.
Who's before who's?
Oh, by the way, Boo won.
Good job, Boo.
Yeah.
Boo won.
Yay! All right. So,
You too, Red Yoshi. Have a really good day.
Yes, see you, Red Yoshi. Thank you for tuning in once again.
I'm gonna text my
All right.
my
Well,
peeps to come get me.
yeah, that is going to be it for this Mario Party stream. Jack, do you have any?
I just have to say thank you, Eddie, for having me on the stream.
You're welcome.
I will be back next Sunday. Not tomorrow, but of course that's what it means. But the following Sunday to be back on this stream. If anyone in here is watching and wants to, I guess, like hear my opinions on anything, because apparently I have really good opinions.
Apparently.
Apparently,
You're really good at just like running off with it.
I'm good.
All right. Well, that's going to be it. Thank you all so much. We are more than halfway to our donation goal, so that's awesome. So, I guess we'll see you all Monday. Peace.